What if I told you that one small change in your meals could quietly reshape the way you age? Imagine this, a humble root, the kind you've probably passed by in the grocery store 1,000 times, suddenly becoming the backbone of stronger energy, clearer vision, steadier blood sugar, and even sharper memory. It's not a supplement, not a fad, and not some exotic fruit flown halfway around the world. It's the sweet potato, baked, boiled, mashed, or tucked into a hearty salad. And it may just be one of the most underestimated foods for older adults. Now, let me be clear. At first glance, sweet potatoes don't look like much. They're familiar, inexpensive, even ordinary. But hidden inside that orange or purple flesh is a set of natural compounds that scientists are studying with real excitement. Compounds that could help you avoid the dreaded afternoon crash, keep your immune defenses resilient, and even support your heart as it works tirelessly day after day. And the best part? These benefits don't come with complicated rules or endless lists of what to avoid. They come from adding, not restricting, from choosing something nourishing, simple, and comforting. But here's the question that should grab your attention. Does one sweet potato a day really make a difference? Could a single food help protect your eyesight, balance your blood pressure, and keep your digestion running smoothly? The research says yes, and the stories of countless older adults echo the same truth. Over the next few minutes, we're going to uncover these secrets step by step. By the end, you'll see why this modest root deserves a proud place on your plate and how you can enjoy it in ways that fit your lifestyle, your health needs, and your taste. Stay with me, because what you discover today may change the way you look at food tomorrow. As we age, one of the greatest challenges we face isn't just illness or fatigue, it's confusion. Every doctor, every headline, every new superfood seems to promise the answer, yet the advice often conflicts. One expert swears by a low-carb diet, another urges you to pile on the grains. For many seniors, this back and forth leaves us discouraged, wondering if there's any clear path forward. That's why the sweet potato is such a refreshing change. It's not a passing trend or a miracle pill. It's a food that's been around for centuries, cultivated in many cultures, and consistently celebrated for its nourishing qualities. Simple, familiar, and trusted. The beauty of the sweet potato lies in its balance, and it doesn't just give you one vitamin or one mineral, it delivers a whole package that works together to support the body. Rich in fiber, loaded with antioxidants, packed with vitamins like A, C, and B6, and filled with essential minerals such as potassium and magnesium, this single root touches nearly every system that matters as we grow older. From the eyes that help us read to the heart that keeps us moving, from the gut that absorbs our food to the brain that holds our memories, the sweet potato contributes to them all. And let's not forget something even more important. It's easy to eat and easy to enjoy. No complicated recipes required. Roast it in the oven, steam it on the stove, mash it with a touch of olive oil, or dice it into a salad. Each bite feels comforting, familiar, and satisfying. A small act of care you can give yourself daily. When health feels complicated, sweet potatoes remind us that sometimes the answer is disarmingly simple. When we talk about aging gracefully, protecting our eyesight belongs at the very top of the list. Reading the morning paper, enjoying the smile of a grandchild, recognizing the familiar face of a friend across the street, these are the moments that make life rich. Yet as we move through our 60s and beyond, the eyes often begin to falter. Night driving becomes difficult. Words on the page blur more quickly. And for some, conditions like macular degeneration creep in, quietly threatening independence. That's where the sweet potato steps in with a gift that feels almost too good to be true. Vitamin A. The vibrant orange flesh of a sweet potato owes its color to beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that the body naturally converts into vitamin A. This nutrient is essential for eye health. It helps form rhodopsin, the pigment in your retina that allows you to see in low light. It also keeps the cornea, the clear outer layer of the eye, strong and resistant to infection. Without enough vitamin A, the eyes become dry, vulnerable, and less able to adapt to darkness, a condition many older adults know all too well as night blindness. Here's where the numbers become striking. A single medium-sized baked sweet potato can provide nearly 400% of your daily recommended intake of vitamin A. That's not a marketing slogan, it's a nutritional fact. In one clinical study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2005, children who ate just 125 grams of orange flesh sweet potato daily significantly improved their vitamin A stores in the liver. While that study focused on younger participants, the principle is the same. The beta-carotene in sweet potatoes is potent, bioavailable, and effective. And here's another secret. The deeper the color, the richer the reward. Orange sweet potatoes are excellent, but purple varieties carry their own unique antioxidants that support the tiny blood vessels feeding the eyes. Together, they act like an internal pair of sunglasses, shielding delicate tissues from oxidative stress and slowing the march of age-related decline. The takeaway is simple and powerful. One humble sweet potato, baked or steamed, can do more for your eyes than most expensive supplements lining store shelves. For seniors who want to keep reading, driving, and seeing the world clearly, this is a daily habit worth embracing. When people think about aging, they often focus on heart or memory, but one of the most overlooked foundations of health lies in the gut. A well-functioning digestive system doesn't just keep you regular. It influences immunity, inflammation, even mood. For seniors, this connection is especially critical because digestion tends to slow, constipation becomes more common, and nutrient absorption may decline. Sweet potatoes, however, offer remarkable support for the gut, not only through fiber, but also through a special type of carbohydrate called resistant starch. Let's start with fiber. Sweet potatoes contain both soluble and insoluble fiber, and each plays a role. Insoluble fiber adds bulk, keeping bowel movements steady and preventing constipation, while soluble fiber absorbs water, forming a gel-like substance that slows digestion and promotes steady nutrient absorption. Together, they create a rhythm your body can rely on. For older adults who may struggle with regularity, this gentle balance is a gift. But the real star is resistant starch, or RS. Unlike normal starch, RS resists digestion in the small intestine and travels to the colon, where it becomes food for your friendly gut bacteria. As these bacteria ferment RS, they produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, compounds shown to strengthen the lining of the colon, reduce inflammation, and even lower the risk of colon-related diseases. In 2024, a study published in Foods demonstrated that resistant starch from purple sweet potatoes helped ease inflammation in a model of colitis by nurturing beneficial microbes. This matters deeply for seniors. A nourished microbiome translates into fewer digestive issues, stronger immunity, and even improved mental health. Scientists now call the gut the second brain for a reason. By feeding it wisely, you support your entire body from the inside out. And here's a practical tip. How you cook sweet potatoes changes the amount of resistant starch. Boiling or steaming them, then letting them cool before reheating, actually increases RS content. That means a simple lunch of cooled roasted sweet potato chunks added to a salad doesn't just taste good. It literally builds a healthier gut. So while the sweet potato may look humble, inside it hides a digestive superpower. For seniors seeking comfort, regularity, and long-term protection, this root vegetable offers a natural and delicious solution. For many older adults, one of the daily battles is energy. Too often the day begins strong, but by mid-afternoon, fatigue creeps in, concentration fades, and the body seems to run out of fuel. Some reach for coffee, others for a sugary snack, but the crash that follows is all too familiar. Sweet potatoes, however, offer a gentler, steadier solution, one that helps maintain balanced blood sugar and consistent energy without the roller coaster. Although sweet potatoes are naturally starchy and mildly sweet, they have a low to medium glycemic index depending on how they're cooked. That means they release glucose into the bloodstream more slowly than refined carbohydrates like white bread or rice. Instead of a sudden spike and crash, your body experiences a gradual rise in blood sugar, keeping energy levels stable throughout the day. For seniors, this slow release is especially important because it reduces strain on the pancreas and lowers the risk of insulin resistance over time. The science supports this. In 2008, a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food examined white sweet potato extract in people with type 2 diabetes. Researchers found improved insulin sensitivity and better blood sugar control, even when participants ate other high glycemic foods. While extracts are not the same as whole foods, the study highlights the unique potential of sweet potatoes to support glucose balance. Fiber plays a key role here as well. By slowing digestion, fiber acts as a buffer, preventing sugar from flooding the bloodstream too quickly. Meanwhile, antioxidants such as beta-carotene and polyphenols help reduce oxidative stress, another factor tied to insulin resistance. Together, they create a natural system of checks and balances that many seniors find more forgiving than traditional starches. And don't forget the varieties. Purple sweet potatoes, rich in anthocyanins, may provide even greater benefits. Animal studies suggest they enhance insulin action and further blunt blood sugar spikes, adding another layer of protection. Here's a practical takeaway. Swap just one serving of refined starch, say a side of white rice or pasta, with a serving of roasted or steamed sweet potato. The change may feel small, but the payoff is steady energy, fewer cravings, and a calmer afternoon. For seniors looking to enjoy daily walks, hobbies, or time with family without the drag of exhaustion, this is a powerful and delicious step forward. Among the organs that work hardest for us, the heart never rests. It pumps hour after hour, year after year, keeping every cell nourished. Yet with age, blood vessels stiffen, blood pressure rises, and the risks of stroke and heart disease loom larger. Many older adults find themselves relying on multiple medications just to keep numbers in check. While medication is often essential, food can play a quiet but powerful role alongside it. Sweet potatoes, rich in minerals and antioxidants, offer natural support for the cardiovascular system. One of the key players here is potassium. This mineral acts as a direct counterbalance to sodium, which is often the culprit behind rising blood pressure. Too much sodium causes the body to retain water, increasing blood volume and straining the vessels. Potassium helps the body release excess sodium through urine, relaxing vessel walls and lowering pressure. A medium sweet potato delivers over 500 milligrams of potassium, more than 10% of your daily need. That's a meaningful contribution from one humble root. Sweet potatoes also provide magnesium, another mineral that relaxes blood vessels, reduces vascular resistance, and supports smooth circulation. Together, potassium and magnesium form a natural team that helps keep pressure from creeping too high. In addition, sweet potatoes contain antioxidants, such as beta-carotene, which encourage the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that widens vessels and improves blood flow. This vasodilation effect eases strain on the heart and reduces the workload on aging arteries. Evidence backs this up. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that participants who ate 100 to 200 grams of boiled sweet potatoes daily for 3 months experienced a significant drop in systolic blood pressure with no adverse side effects. Researchers credited the mineral and antioxidant profile of sweet potatoes for these results. For seniors looking for safe, food-based support, this is encouraging news. Of course, it's important to remember that while potassium helps many, it can pose risks for those with kidney disease or those taking certain medications, like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics. Seniors should always consult their healthcare provider before making major dietary changes. Still, for most older adults, sweet potatoes represent an easy, delicious way to support heart health. Served steamed, baked, or added to a salad, they offer a steady contribution to a stronger heart and healthier blood pressure. A small daily act of protection for the body's tireless engine. Of all the fears that accompany aging, losing memory often feels the most personal. Forgetting names, struggling to follow conversations, or losing the thread of a familiar story can shake confidence and independence. While no single food can stop the march of time, sweet potatoes, particularly the purple varieties, contain nutrients that nourish the brain and may help keep it sharper for longer. The secret lies in their anthocyanins, the natural pigments that give purple sweet potatoes their deep color. These compounds act as powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents, protecting delicate nerve cells from damage. Oxidative stress and chronic inflammation are two of the main drivers behind cognitive decline and conditions like Alzheimer's disease. By neutralizing free radicals and calming inflammation, anthocyanins create an environment where brain cells can function and communicate more effectively. Research supports this protective role. In 2013, a study published in Brain Research found that mice fed purple sweet potato extract showed improved learning and memory, along with reduced oxidative damage in key brain regions. While animal studies aren't the same as human trials, they provide important clues about how these compounds work. More encouraging still, a 2016 clinical study in the Journal of Medicinal Food reported that older adults with mild cognitive impairment who consume diets rich in antioxidants, including those from sweet potatoes, experienced measurable improvements in working memory and attention within weeks. Sweet potatoes also contribute through vitamin B6, which is essential for producing neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. These chemicals regulate mood, focus, and mental clarity. Low levels of B6 have been linked to depression and cognitive decline, making this vitamin especially relevant for seniors aiming to preserve quality of life. Beyond the science, the practical benefits are easy to understand. A baked or roasted sweet potato provides slow-burning fuel that helps avoid the brain fog many experience after refined carbs. And when paired with healthy fats, such as olive oil or avocado, the absorption of fat-soluble nutrients like beta-carotene improves, amplifying the brain-boosting effects. The message is simple. While no food is a magic pill, incorporating sweet potatoes into your meals is a delicious, natural way to give your brain extra protection. For seniors eager to stay focused, engaged, and connected to the people and stories that matter most, this humble root can be a quiet ally in keeping memory alive. One of the biggest frustrations for many older adults is the slow, steady creep of weight gain. Even when eating habits don't change much, metabolism slows with age, muscle mass declines, and the body stores fat more easily. At the same time, chronic inflammation, often called the silent killer, quietly fuels conditions like arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. Sweet potatoes, though naturally sweet, may offer surprising support in both areas, helping with weight control and calming inflammation. First, let's talk about fullness. A medium-sized roasted sweet potato contains only about 100 to 120 calories, yet it delivers a generous dose of fiber and resistant starch. These compounds slow digestion, keep you satisfied longer, and reduce the urge to snack on less healthy foods. In 2013, a study published in Nutrition and Diabetes found that resistant starch increased fat oxidation and improved metabolism in overweight adults. Participants also reported greater satiety, meaning they felt fuller and consumed fewer calories overall. For seniors who may struggle with late-night cravings or energy crashes, this steady satiety can be a real advantage. But the benefits don't stop at the waistline. Sweet potatoes also help fight chronic inflammation. Their bright pigments, beta-carotene in orange varieties and anthocyanins in purple ones, act as anti-inflammatory compounds, reducing oxidative stress and dialing down the body's production of inflammatory markers. In fact, a 2015 study published in Food and Nutrition research showed that purple sweet potato extract lowered levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation. Lower CRP levels are strongly linked with reduced risk of chronic disease. What makes this powerful is the combination: fewer cravings, improved fat metabolism, and less inflammation all at once. Instead of reaching for processed snacks that spike blood sugar and stoke inflammation, swapping in sweet potatoes provides steady energy and a calming effect on the body's systems. And because they're so versatile, roasted as a side dish, mashed into soups, or even cooled in salads, they can easily replace higher-calorie, inflammation-promoting foods. The takeaway is clear. While no food is a cure-all, sweet potatoes support weight management and reduce the quiet internal fire of inflammation. For older adults seeking to maintain a healthy weight, ease joint discomfort, and protect long-term health, this colorful root can be both comfort food and medicine for the body. When we talk about aging well, two themes always rise to the surface: protecting our immune defenses and keeping skin healthy. They may seem unrelated, but in truth, they're deeply connected, and sweet potatoes nourish both at once. Their rich supply of vitamins A, C, and B6, paired with antioxidants, offers a two-for-one gift for seniors who want resilience inside and radiance outside. Let's start with immunity. Vitamin A, derived from the beta-carotene in sweet potatoes, helps maintain the integrity of the body's first lines of defense, the mucous membranes in the lungs, gut, and skin. Strong barriers mean fewer viruses and bacteria slipping through. Vitamin C takes the baton from there, stimulating the production of white blood cells and acting as a potent antioxidant to neutralize inflammation. In fact, 1 cup of cooked sweet potatoes supplies roughly 30% of your daily vitamin C needs, a steady contribution to immune strength. Vitamin B6 adds another layer, helping the body form antibodies and ensuring immune cells communicate effectively. Together, these nutrients create a protective shield that can mean fewer infections and quicker recoveries for older adults. Now consider skin. The same vitamins that guard the immune system also shape appearance. Beta-carotene transforms into vitamin A, which encourages skin cell turnover, prevents dryness, and even acts like an internal sunscreen, protecting against UV damage. Vitamin C drives collagen production, the protein that keeps skin smooth and firm. Without enough collagen, wrinkles deepen, healing slows, and skin loses its youthful elasticity. By supplying both, sweet potatoes help preserve skin's resilience from the inside out. A 2012 study in dermatoendocrinology highlighted how diets rich in antioxidants, such as beta-carotene and vitamin C, were associated with fewer wrinkles and greater protection against environmental stress. For seniors, this means that a colorful root on the plate today may translate into stronger defenses and healthier skin tomorrow. The beauty of it all? These benefits don't require exotic creams or costly supplements. They come from something you can roast, mash, or blend into a smoothie. Sweet potatoes prove that sometimes the path to stronger immunity and glowing skin can be as humble as a simple meal. All the science in the world means little if food doesn't fit into your daily life. The true beauty of sweet potatoes is that they are as versatile as they are nutritious. For seniors who want meals that are simple, satisfying, and easy to prepare, sweet potatoes slide into almost any plate without fuss. Here are 7 practical, delicious ways to make them part of your daily routine, each one supporting health while keeping variety alive. 1. Roasted, cut into cubes or wedges, tossed with a drizzle of olive oil and herbs like rosemary or paprika, then roast until golden. Roasting concentrates flavor while preserving fiber and minerals, perfect as a side dish or even a snack. 2. Mashed. Instead of heavy mashed white potatoes, boil sweet potatoes until tender, then mash with a little olive oil or Greek yogurt. Add a dash of cinnamon or nutmeg for warmth. Creamy, comforting, and heart-healthy. 3. Baked whole. Pop a whole sweet potato in the oven until soft. Top with avocado, beans, or sautéed greens for a meal that's filling and balanced. 1 baked potato alone can cover your vitamin A needs for the day. 4. In smoothies. For a nutrient-rich twist, blend cooled, cooked sweet potato with banana, almond milk, cinnamon, and a touch of vanilla. The result is naturally creamy and sweet without added sugar. 5. Sweet potato fries. Slice into thin strips, season with paprika and black pepper, then bake or air fry until crisp. Pair with a yogurt dip or guacamole, a lighter, healthier alternative to French fries. 6. In salads. Roast sweet potato chunks and toss them into green salads or grain bowls. Their natural sweetness balances savory dressings and leafy greens while adding fiber and prebiotics. 7. Breakfast hash. Saute chopped sweet potatoes with onions, peppers, and spinach. Top with a poached egg for a hearty breakfast that delivers steady energy without blood sugar crashes. For an extra boost, here's a tip backed by research. Cook, cool, and reheat sweet potatoes when possible. This process increases resistant starch, which benefits gut health and blood sugar control. It's a small step with a big payoff. The best part? These options are affordable, accessible, and adaptable. Whether you cook for one or for a family, sweet potatoes can show up on your table daily without boredom. They're proof that nourishing your body doesn't have to be complicated. It can be colorful, comforting, and even fun. So what have we discovered together? That something as ordinary as a sweet potato can be extraordinary for aging well. We've seen how it nourishes the eyes, strengthens the heart, steadies blood sugar, supports the gut, protects the brain, calms inflammation, and even gives skin a healthy glow. We've learned that science backs these benefits and that simple cooking choices can unlock even more power from this colorful root. Most importantly, we've seen that health doesn't always come from complicated regimens or expensive pills. Sometimes it comes from embracing foods that are humble, familiar, and proven over time. Now the choice is yours. Will you add sweet potatoes to your meals this week? Will you swap out refined starches for this nutrient-dense root and notice how your energy feels, how your digestion responds, how steady your afternoons become? These are not dramatic changes. They are small, steady steps that add up to a healthier, more confident you. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you. How do you usually enjoy sweet potatoes? Roasted, mashed, baked, or something creative of your own? Share your favorite method in the comments below so others in our community can try it too. And if today's video gave you even one useful tip, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the health strategies we share next. Because this journey to stronger, more joyful aging is just beginning, and we're walking it together, one simple choice at a time.